With death danger ahead for some of soap's finest, next week is one in Soapland that mustn't be missed. Adam Barlow is left to die after Lydia Chambers takes vile revenge in Coronation Street, while Marlon Dingle suffers a devastating stroke in Emmerdale. EastEnders, meanwhile, continues to effectively deal with the aftermath of Gray Atkin's reign of terror, as Karen Taylor has to speak to Mia and Mac about their murderous dad. Over in Hollyoaks, there's a horrific bus crash, when designated driver John Paul McQueen loses control of the vehicle after closing his eyes. Lives hang in the balance, that's for sure. To whet your appetite for all the drama to come, we've got all the spoilers you could possibly need. Coronation Street. 1. Sarah is intent on filing for divorce. Adam, therefore, texts Lydia to meet at a coffee shop, hoping to catch her out by recording her. Lydia, however, sees through his plan and wrestles his phone from him. The device smashes. Lydia seethes, slapping Adam before giving him a violent thud. Adam topples backwards and falls over the railings. 2. The doctor tells Ken and Daniel that Adam has suffered a bleed behind the eye and needs an operation to save his sight. As they quiz him about his fall, suggesting Lydia's to blame, Adam claims he doesn't remember what happened. 3. Gary is stunned when Maria reveals the new site for County's training ground. Why? Because it's the very same spot he moved Rick's body to. Laura, meanwhile, is confused when the private investigator tells her that he's had no luck in tracking down Rick, claiming that all the evidence suggests he's dead and the prime suspect is Gary. She subsequently confronts Gary, but will the truth come out? 4. Faye confides in Elaine, revealing that she might be pregnant. The timing, however, is awful, as she and Craig are at loggerheads. Elaine urges her to take a test. Craig, meanwhile, reveals he will talk to his old boss about the possibility of rejoining the police force. 5. Amy asks Ken if he'll release the money from Deirdre's trust fund to pay for her degree. Ken agrees, but as he prepares to transfer the cash, but Steve begs him to think again. 6. Maria informs Kelly that she's put her forward for trainee stylist of the year at the Northwest Hairdressing Awards. Kelly is left speechless. 7. Sally returns from Newcastle and Tim admits he's desperate to get her into bed. Sally points out his 6-week ban isn't up yet and he'll have to wait. Tim persuades Sally they should flout the rules and have sex a day early, but they're thwarted when Elaine gets home. EastEnders. 8. Stacey is concerned as Jean reveals she is planning a surprise for the children. Outside, Jean has blocked the market by purchasing a bouncy castle for all the kids to enjoy. Stacey, however, is mortified when she sees her mum on the bouncy castle. Jean accidentally hurts Arthur and embarrasses herself in the process, so Stacey does her utmost to get her mum off the bouncy castle. 9. Harvey joins Jean on the bouncy castle, infuriating Stacey that he doesn't truly understand Jean's condition. Stacey goes to desperate lengths to try and help her mum, banning her from being alone with the children until she's seen a doctor. 10. Stacey finds Jean and Arthur but is devastated to discover she told him about Kush. After a huge argument with Stacey, Jean arrives at Harvey and Rocky's. She's moving in with them, and she claims Stacey is dead to her. 11. Suki and Dottie find out from Kierat's lawyer that he's intent on pleading guilty. Suki begs the lawyer to find another way. Dottie, meanwhile, asks Sonia for money and, after pleading with her, Sonia eventually agrees. Dottie uses the money and asks a surprise Dee for legal advice about Kierat's case. 12. Mitch and Karen are still awkward around each other in the wake of recent events, but ultimately they come together to support Mac and Mia following a worrying phone call. Arthur, you see, has told them about Gray killing Kush. Later, the grandparents comfort Mac and Mia. 13. Martin and Zach prepare for their night out, but Zach is suspicious about Jada's plans. When Zach and Martin leave, Jada's friends, including Will, come round ready to party. Zach finds out and he is disappointed with Jada, who begs him not to tell Sharon, but he tells her that he will. 14. Kat makes a mortifying discovery, and soon Tommy finds her crying in the kitchen. Afterwards, She is relieved, as she learns that Gunn will be picked up soon. Emmerdale. 15. Rona and Marlon simultaneously propose in a moment of pure joy. Marlon dashes off to find the engagement ring, but as he searches his vision becomes impaired, and he falls to the ground, realizing that he's suffering from a stroke. Frightened and disorientated, he desperately clings onto consciousness as he scrambles to remember the FIST acronym. April rushes home to see where he's got to, and she swiftly calls for an ambulance. Will Marlon be okay? 16. Rona is emotional as she prepares Marlon for surgery. Internally, a confused and frightened Marlon begs her to stay with him, but, as he's unable to speak, Rona leaves the room to disguise her breakdown. Rona anxiously waits for Marlon to come round, wondering how this one moment will shape the rest of their lives. 16. Charity pays a visit to see Sam and Lydia, who both encourage her to make amends with Chaz, before she comes to regret it. Lydia, meanwhile, delivers Chaz some tough love, challenging her to be the bigger person in this ongoing feud with Charity. Chaz therefore joins her family at the Woolpack and soon slots back into her old rhythm behind the bar with Charity. After a heart-to-heart, Charity begs Chaz to move back into the pub. 17. Liam learns from Ethan that Manpreet will not be testifying in court. It's safe to say he's upset, and the atmosphere quickly turns sour, as he worries that he may never get justice for daughter Liana. 18. Ethan and Marcus meet for lunch, and the two end up passionately kissing in the Hop offices. 19. After the news of Marlon, Jai is eager to support Laurel in whatever capacity he can. Left to babysit the children, he realizes how desperately he misses life with his family. Later, Laurel's left feeling guilty as she lies to Arthur about the reason for her breakup in order to preserve his perception of Jai. 20. Jai is left feeling humiliated when Kim asks him to work a shift waiting tables in the Hyde. Hollyoaks. 21. The day of the school camping trip arrives, and John Paul is made designated driver. But soon enough, he finds a bottle of vodka in the puffer jacket. Doing his best to keep it concealed, he remains visibly on edge. The question is, will he be tempted to take a drink? 22. As they set off on the road, the kids become rowdier, and it's not long before they're all lost. Tragedy then strikes, as John Paul closes his eyes, before losing control of the vehicle. Afterwards, he regains consciousness, horrified to discover what has transpired. Olivia takes charge, as she rounds up the kids from the van. 23. Mercedes turns to old habits and purchases drugs. Afterwards, she breaks down in front of Sally, and makes her heartbreaking decision regarding Bobby's welfare. 24. Miss Barr convinces Shaq to go the singles event, but his chat-up lines get him in trouble as he makes an embarrassing mistake. Later, Verity spots him with the matchmaker and gets the wrong impression. Could it really be over between them? 25. Cindy and Luke are about to leave for a football game, but a surprise message makes Zara suddenly want to attend. She convinces Cindy to stay home, but when Ollie rushes home to say Luke and Zara didn't show, it begs the question of what is Zara up to.